Good day, Hardy. We are here to have a group discussion regarding the talk session, which was named UXDX What You Need to Know by Crest last week. Before we start, let me introduce myself, Hugh, and my teammates, Lai, Leong, Azira, and Wang.
So let me start
Hi.
the discussion by sharing my thoughts about the talk. After I attended the talk, I have a better understanding of user experience design. The talk has given a very clear explanation on what is user experience and also developer experience, which is sometimes easily ignored. Mr. Khanna and Ms. Kinglai have explained clearly that empowered expect immediate response and clear instruction are the three aspects that user would properly look into when they are choosing a product. Besides, they have also given an appropriate example on what is the criteria that a good product should have.
Yes, I remember the example given is a food ordering application. So some of the audience have point out the weak point of the application through the interactive part between the speaker and audience. So I have understood that functionality, accessibility, credibility are the main criteria to judge a product.
Exactly. Does anyone still remember where we can apply UXDX?
Of course, usually UXDX can be applied on documentation, user interface, and the packaging of products. Documentation is important to make sure that other people, especially laymen, can access the product information. User interface for apps and system needed to be kept consistent throughout the design. And lastly, packaging should be unforgettable that encourage user to expert product. All of these are done by going through a series of UX/DX processes.
Oh, when you mentioned the process, I remember that Miss Kinglai had placed that UX design process starts after product definition is discussed. So I think what she meant is when we are discussing the product definition, we are doing documentation of the product, and when we have gathered all the required information through user research, we start to proceed with the prototyping.
Absolutely. When everything is done and the product is developed, it is the time to start the UX design on the packaging part. However, this is not the end of UX design process since the product improvement are always have close related with the user experience.
Can anyone explain a bit regarding the user research methods?
Sure, there are four methods to carry out user research, which is survey, research, interviews, and analytics data. Survey and research usually go through the internet since it is a good place for people to criticize and share their thoughts about one product. We can easily collect the preference of the public and add them into our product. The internet is so convenient, right?
Yeah, correct. Let me continue for the other two methods. Interview is designed for the case that product need customization. For example, like management system. The appropriate question asked during an interview are able to obtain more specific info. On the other hand, analytic data is useful in measuring how the user use the product. The tools like heat map and user flow map help developers to track of their product performance.
User research is placed under the step 4 of the UX DX process, right? What about the next step?
The next step is testing and analyzing the product. There are four methods mentioned in the talks, which is usability testing, card sorting, focus group, and session recording. All of these four methods actually works in the same way, just present in different form. They require users to try out the product first, and after that collect feedbacks from them whether they like it or dislike it.
Yes, after the feedback is collected, we can lump the feedback into a similar category to make it easier to prioritize which area needs changes. So, and now we are in the last stage of UX or DX design, which is product improvement.
It seems that this talk has benefited us a lot. It's getting late. Let's end our discussion here. Thank you and bye.
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 Bye.